Nick Shell, I talk about hair loss. Please subscribe.
Yeah, right. I am never going to ask you to subscribe. If you want to subscribe, you will. And if you don't, you won't. You may watch my videos without subscribing. Or you may unsubscribe and then still watch my videos. You're the free market. You have the power. You have the power. All right, let's get to work on this comment that I received. Oh, actually, it's a 2-in-1. All right, we've got 2 for the price of 1. I made a video yesterday called Overcoming Hair Loss, Proof It's Possible. These 2 comments are kind of similar, but not really. Here we go. The first one, 7860092, I've made more than one video based on some of this one's comments, but here's the newest comment. Quote, "Hey Nick, I've stopped watching your videos since you told me that DNA is the cause for hair loss and we can't do something about it. I do exercise, eat healthy, and do everything I can for hair though," end quote. Because I was saying in that particular video how if anything could help or even negatively affect your hair, it's how you take care of your body. Even just like with smoking, if you don't take care of your body, then expect your body to age quicker, you know. So when I first read that, I'm like, so is this a good or a bad thing that he stopped watching my videos? But it wasn't until I saw the next comment that I understood maybe better what was implied with that first message. So let's read the next one from our good friend DJ Laser Blue. Been following me a long time, been commenting for a long time. So that's definitely a familiar name when I see DJ Laser Blue. And I love this. Here's what he said, quote, "I've been watching you a while and I have to say, I no longer fear hair loss. You have made me realize there is more to life than hair. Thanks, man." Here's why I like this. Because it goes back to the title of the video that we're talking about, which is Overcoming Hair Loss, Proof It's Possible. You know, because what do people really want? People want to be told, they want to think that hair loss is just easily curable. Now we're not talking about pouring chemicals on your head. We're not talking about a hair transplant. We're not talking about all those things we can do to kind of get by, to slow it down or stop it, or yeah, we're not talking about it. But just like, oh, you know what? You should put a clove of garlic and 3 carrots in a blender and drink that every morning, and then your hair loss is cured forever. You know, something crazy like that. People want that. They want that forever instant cure, which it doesn't exist. So the best way I can help anyone overcome their hair loss is like I have with DJ Laser Blue, and even the first one, 7860092. So now let's go back to that first comment again, from where he said he stopped watching my videos since I told him that DNA is the cause for hair loss and we can't do something about it. When I first saw that, I thought, well, I don't know how to take that at first, because is that something worth celebrating? And ultimately, I'm going to say yes. Now that I can see this full picture, I think I'm interpreting this as a positive comment. Because ultimately, if I'm doing a good job of convincing you that your true value as a human being, as a man, is not based on hair loss, if I convince you of that, and you can still be confident despite hair loss, with or without hair, if I can help you get to that point, then I've done my job. So in theory, you don't need to keep watching my videos. And maybe I'm being too optimistic, but I think that's what's being implied here. He doesn't need to watch my videos. At first I thought he stopped watching them just because he's like, oh, there's no cure for hair loss? Well, forget it. I'm not watching Nick Shell anymore. But I think I get it more like, no, he understands that the only cure is from within, and it's all in here anyway. So he doesn't need to watch my videos, which I've said before that in some ways, it's maybe not a bad thing if you stop watching my videos. Because once you graduate to that part in your brain, what am I good for? Which is funny because my channel keeps growing, so apparently even the people and so many people have told me that they've got to that point now, which is awesome, but they're still watching anyway. So I think it's just that positive reinforcement of what they already know. I mean, that's how I am about anything. When I learn something new, when the light bulb finally comes on, it's not that I necessarily stop learning about that thing. I actually want to learn more about that thing. I want to master that thing that I've graduated. So that makes sense. So It reminds me of Fight Club, which I've mentioned before in my videos. A standard man movie that it's like required watching, I guess. But in Fight Club, you know the rules of Fight Club. You don't know all of them. I couldn't rattle all 7 of them off, but we all know the most famous part of the rules in Fight Club, which is nobody talks about Fight Club. And then he always says, or he says in that one part of the movie, he says, and I can tell by how many people are in this room that some of you aren't listening to that rule of Fight Club about don't talk about Fight Club. Because if you weren't talking about Fight Club, there wouldn't be more people here. And I feel that's kind of way what's going on right here. In theory, what I'm saying should be getting you to the point where you don't watch my videos anymore. But instead, we're still growing. So I take these as major compliments. Remember, that's my goal. If I could get you to the point where you really don't need what I have to say anymore, that's awesome. That means I was effective in getting you where you need to be. But of course, you're welcome to hang out as long, because that's the thing. I'm always learning about all this too. I'm learning from you, from these comments. I learn. And actually, I've got a video coming up once I hit 2,000 subscribers in which I'm going to tell what I've learned from you, which helps me be better at what I do. So thanks for the comments. Thanks for the support. I'm going to press end and then immediately start a new video. But if you don't watch them back to back, you won't know that.